One of the greatest productivity tools is performing 80-20 analysis. Now, 80-20, also called the Pareto principle, basically asserts that 20% of your inputs, your actions, your time and effort trigger 80% of the results, outcomes, rewards. So essentially, the minority of causes trigger the majority of your results. Now, it's very unfortunate that many people are not aware of that. Many people walk through their lives thinking that everything has equal importance. So when they have a list of tasks, they are thinking, okay, how can I perform all of them? But the truth is that you should always analyze whatever list of tasks you have from the 80-20 perspective. So figure out what are the most important things you should be doing instead of focusing on all the minutiae. And 80-20 principle can be found in many realms of our lives. So to give you a couple of examples, when we look at language acquisition. Now, there are tens of thousands of words in English language, but only 100 most frequent English words build 50% of the written communication on average. Pretty remarkable, right? I mean, there are tens of thousands of individual words, but only 100 of them build half of the written communication. Now, when you look at any major newspaper, if you really took your time to analyze it, you would realize that there are maximum 1,000 individual words in any newspaper. It's pretty incredible, and there's a lot of research done on this topic. Just Google it, it's really, really fascinating. Now, another application of 80-20 principle, sales teams. Now, when you look at any sales team, you realize that only several people, several top performers generate most of the revenue. Okay? And it's usually around 80-20, 75-25, you know, that's the ratio. So you have a few top performers that generate, you know, most of the revenue. And finally, when you look at wealth distribution, you realize that the minority of people have the majority of wealth. Now, I can give you loads of examples, but I think that you get the picture. So I believe that you can apply 80-20 principle in order to become more productive. So take a piece of paper and analyze your life through the 80-20 lenses, okay? So ask yourself a question. When you see this equation, 80-20, ideally just write down 80-20 and ask yourself which tasks I perform on an everyday basis belong to the 80 and which ones belong to the 20 part of that equation, and really think about it, because it will enable you to identify the most important tasks that you should focus on, the tasks that really bring you more results in long term. And by the way, the exercise I described before, the time log exercise, can really help you to perform 80-20 analysis because it enables you to see what you're actually doing every single day. Now, once you identify which tasks are the most important ones, you can make a conscious decision to focus on them throughout the day. So you have the 80-20 equation. You say to yourself, all right, these are the most important critical factors. I should focus on them. And then you see all the minutiae, all the things that don't really matter, all the counterproductive activities, and you can consciously figure out how you can eliminate some of those counterproductive behaviors. And when some of those tasks are a little bit important, but they are not extremely important, you may try to figure out how to outsource them, for example. So I believe that 80-20 analysis is one of the most powerful tools you can use in order to become more productive.